Welcome to our comprehensive tutorial on propositions and logical connectivity. I'm excited to guide you through the foundation of mathematical logic and reasoning. This presentation is part of the Advanced Mathematics series from Easy Maths. Today, we'll explore the fundamental building blocks of logical reasoning that form the backbone of mathematical thinking and proof techniques. Before we dive in, let's establish what you'll accomplish by the end of this presentation. You'll be able to define propositions and distinguish them from non-propositions, a crucial skill for mathematical reasoning. We'll identify truth values of logical statements, apply basic logical connectives including negation, conjunction, and disjunction, and construct truth tables for compound propositions. You'll learn to evaluate complex logical expressions systematically, translate between English statements and symbolic logic, understand conditional statements and their variations, prove logical equivalences using truth tables, and analyze real-world logical reasoning problems. These skills will serve as your foundation for advanced mathematical proof techniques. Let's quickly review what you should already know before we begin. From mathematical foundations, you need a basic understanding of true and false concepts, elementary set theory, familiarity with mathematical statements, and basic algebraic reasoning. For logical reasoning, you should understand if-then relationships, have basic pattern recognition skills, be able to follow step-by-step arguments, and grasp elementary proof concepts. Language-wise, you need clear understanding of English logical connectives, the ability to parse complex sentences, understanding of mathematical terminology, and basic symbolic notation comfort. Finally, for problem-solving skills, you should have a systematic approach to problems, attention to detail, pattern analysis abilities, and logical thinking processes. Now let's define our fundamental concept. What is a proposition? A proposition is a declarative statement that is either true or false, but not both. This is the cornerstone of logical reasoning. Let's look at some examples of propositions. 2 + 3 = 5, this is true. All birds can fly, this is false, since penguins and ostriches cannot fly. It is raining, this is either true or false depending on the weather. The earth is round, this is true. 7 is an even number, this is false. Now, what are not propositions? What time is it? This is a question. Close the door. This is a command. This statement is false, this creates a paradox. X + 1 = 5, this is an open sentence whose truth depends on the value of X. Have a nice day, this is a wish or greeting. Every proposition has exactly one of two truth values, T for true, which we can also represent as 1, or F for false, which we can represent as 0. For symbolic representation, we use lowercase letters like P, Q, R, S to represent propositions. For example, let P represent it is sunny today. Then P can be either T or F depending on the actual weather conditions. Here's a key principle. The truth value of a proposition is objective and definite, even if we don't know what it is. Think of unsolved mathematical conjectures, they have definite truth values even though we haven't determined them yet. The purpose of logical connectives is to allow us to combine simple propositions into more complex ones. We have 6 main connectives to learn. Negation, written as not P, means not P. Conjunction, written as P and Q, means P and Q. Disjunction, written as P or Q, means P or Q. Implication, written as P implies Q, means if P then Q. Biconditional, written as P if and only if Q, means P if and only if Q. And exclusive or, written as P exclusive or Q, means P or Q but not both. These connectives are the tools we use to build sophisticated logical expressions from simple building blocks. Let's start with negation. The negation of proposition P, written as not P, has the opposite truth value of P. The truth table shows this clearly. When P is T, not P is F, and when P is F, not P is T. Let's see some examples. If P is it is raining, then not P is it is not raining. If Q is 5 is odd, then not Q is 5 is not odd, or equivalently, 5 is even. An important note about double negation, not P is equivalent to P. The negation of a negation gives back the original statement, which makes intuitive sense. Conjunction represents the logical and. The conjunction P and Q is true only when both P and Q are true. Looking at our truth table, when both P and Q are T, then P and Q is T. But in all other cases, when P is T and Q is F, when P is F and Q is T, or when both are F, the conjunction P and Q is F. Let's consider an example. Let P be I study hard and Q be I attend classes. Then P and Q means I study hard and I attend classes. When is this true? Only when I both study hard and attend classes. This is the key insight. Conjunction is the logical equivalent of the word and all conditions must be met for the statement to be true. Disjunction represents the logical or. The disjunction P or Q is true when at least one of P or Q is true. This is inclusive or, meaning both can be true simultaneously. Looking at the truth table, P or Q is true in the first 3 rows where at least one proposition is true, and false only when both P and Q are false. Consider this example. Let P be I take the bus and Q be I walk to school. Then P or Q means I take the bus or I walk to school. When is this false? Only when I neither take the bus nor walk to school. The important distinction here is that this is inclusive or both can be true simultaneously, unlike exclusive or which we'll see later. Implication is perhaps the trickiest connective to understand. The implication P implies Q, read as if P then Q, is false only when P is true and Q is false. Let's examine the truth table carefully. When P is T and Q is T, the implication is T. When P is T and Q is F, the implication is F. This is the only case where it's false. When P is F and Q is T, the implication is T. When P is F and Q is F, the implication is T. Consider the example. Let P be it rains and Q be the ground gets wet. Then P implies Q means if it rains, then the ground gets wet. When is this false? Only when it rains but the ground doesn't get wet. The key understanding is that when the hypothesis P is false, the implication is automatically true regardless of Q. This might seem counterintuitive, but it's how logical implication works. Let's examine 2 more important connectives. The biconditional P if and only if Q is true when P and Q have the same truth value. Looking at the truth table, it's true when both are true or both are false, and false when they have different truth values. Exclusive or P exclusive or Q is true when exactly one of P or Q is true, but not both. Its truth table shows it's false when both are true or both are false, and true when exactly one is true. For examples, biconditional, I pass the exam if and only if I study hard. This connects passing directly to studying. Exclusive or I will have coffee or tea, typically exclusive, meaning not both. Here's our master reference table showing all connectives together. For any values of P and Q, you can look up the result of any logical operation. Let me give you some memory aids to help remember these patterns. Conjunction is true only when both are true. Disjunction is false only when both are false. Implication is false only when true implies false. Biconditional is true when same truth values. Exclusive or is true when different truth values. This table will be your quick reference as we work through more complex problems. Let's work through our first comprehensive example to practice identifying propositions. We need to determine which of these statements are propositions and give their truth values if applicable. A. The number 17 is prime. B. Are you studying mathematics? C. X squared equals 9. D. Every even number greater than 2 can be expressed as the sum of two primes. And E. This sentence contains 5 words. Our strategy is systematic. For each statement, we'll check if it's a declarative statement, if it has a definite truth value, and if it's neither a question, command, nor paradox. Let's analyze the first two parts. Part A. The number 17 is prime. This is a declarative statement. For verification, 17 has only divisors 1 and 17, making it prime. Classification, this is a proposition. Truth value, true. Part B, are you studying mathematics? This is a question. Note that questions cannot have truth values in logical analysis. Classification, not a proposition. Truth value, not applicable. The key insight here is that only declarative statements can be propositions. Questions, commands, and exclamations are automatically excluded from logical analysis. Continuing with our analysis. Part C, x squared equals 9. This is an open sentence where truth depends on the value of x. For x equals 3 or x equals -3, it's true. For other values, it's false. Classification, not a proposition. Truth value, not applicable. Part D represents Goldbacher's conjecture. Every even number greater than 2 can be expressed as the sum of two primes. This is a declarative statement and an unproven mathematical conjecture. Classification, this is a proposition. Truth value, unknown, though conjectured to be true. An important note, a statement can be a proposition even if we don't know its truth value, as long as it has a definite though possibly unknown truth value. For Part E, this sentence contains 5 words. This is a self-referential declarative statement. Let's count. This sentence contains 5 words. That's exactly 5 words. Classification, proposition. Truth value, true. Our summary table shows Part A was a mathematical fact and a proposition with truth value true. Part B was a question and not a proposition. Part C was an open sentence and not a proposition. Part D was a mathematical conjecture and a proposition with unknown truth value. and party was a self-referential statement and a proposition with truth value true. Now let's work with compound propositions. Let P represent it is raining and Q represent I carry an umbrella. We need to translate the following into symbolic form and construct truth tables. A. It is not raining and I do not carry an umbrella. B. If it is raining, then I carry an umbrella. C. I carry an umbrella if and only if it is raining. And D. Either it is raining or I carry an umbrella, but not both. Our approach is to first translate each English statement into symbolic logic, then construct truth tables to analyze when each statement is true, paying attention to subtle differences in English phrasing. Let's translate statement A. It is not raining and I do not carry an umbrella. Breaking this down, not raining equals not P, do not carry umbrella equals not Q, and equals logical and. So our symbolic form is not P and not Q. Now for the truth table. When P is T and Q is T, not P is F and not Q is F, so not P and not Q is F. When P is T and Q is F, not P is F and not Q is T, so not P and not Q is F. When P is F and Q is T, not P is T and not Q is F, so not P and not Q is F. When P is F and Q is F, not P is T and not Q is T, so not P and not Q is T. The analysis shows that the compound statement is true only when it's not raining and I don't have an umbrella. For statement B, if it is raining, then I carry an umbrella. The if-then structure translates to implication. The hypothesis it is raining is P, and the conclusion I carry umbrella is Q. So our symbolic form is P implies Q. The truth table for implication shows when P is T and Q is T, P implies Q is T. When P is T and Q is F, P implies Q is F. When P is F and Q is T, P implies Q is T. When P is F and Q is F, P implies Q is T. For real-world interpretation, this statement is broken only when it's raining but I don't have an umbrella. If it's not raining, the statement is automatically satisfied regardless of umbrella status. Statement C. I carry an umbrella if and only if it is raining. The phrase if and only if translates to biconditional. Note that Q if and only if P is the same as P if and only if Q. Our symbolic form is P biconditional Q. The truth table shows when P is T and Q is T, P biconditional Q is T. When P is T and Q is F, P biconditional Q is F. When P is F and Q is T, P biconditional Q is F. When P is F and Q is F, P biconditional Q is T. The meaning is that this is true when both rain and umbrella status match. Either it's raining and I have an umbrella, or it's not raining and I don't have an umbrella. Statement D. Either it is raining or I carry an umbrella, but not both. This describes exclusive or. We can write this symbolically as P exclusive or Q, or equivalently as the conjunction of P or Q and not the conjunction of P and Q. Let's build the complete truth table. When P is T and Q is T, P or Q is T, P and Q is T, not P and Q is F, so the final result is F. When P is T and Q is F, P or Q is T, P and Q is F, not P and Q is T, so the final result is T. When P is F and Q is T, P or Q is T, P and Q is F, not P and Q is T, so the final result is T. When P is F and Q is F, P or Q is F, P and Q is F, not P and Q is T, so the final result is F. This exclusive OR is true when exactly one condition holds, either it's raining but no umbrella, or umbrella but not raining. Let's summarize our translations. Part A, not raining and no umbrella, translates to not P and not Q. Part B, if raining, then umbrella, translates to P implies Q. Part C, umbrella if and only if raining, translates to P biconditional Q. Part D, raining or umbrella, not both, translates to P exclusive or Q. Key translation patterns to remember, and always translates to logical and, if then always translates to implication, if and only if always translates to biconditional, or but not both translates to exclusive or, and not. Translates to negation. Two propositions are logically equivalent if they have the same truth value in every possible case. Here are key equivalences you must know. De Morgan's laws, the negation of P and Q is equivalent to not P or not Q, and the negation of P or Q is equivalent to not P and not Q. Implication, P implies Q is equivalent to not P or Q. Biconditional, P if and only if Q is equivalent to the conjunction of P implies Q and Q implies P. Double negation, not P is equivalent to P. Contrapositive, P implies Q is equivalent to not Q implies not P. These equivalences help simplify complex logical expressions and prove logical arguments. They're essential tools for advanced mathematical reasoning. Given a conditional statement if P, then Q, we can form three related statements. The direct or original form is P implies Q. Read as if P, then Q. The converse is Q implies P. Read as if Q, then P. The inverse is not P implies not Q. Read as if not P, then not Q. The contrapositive is not Q implies not P. Read as if not Q, then not P. Important relationships to remember. The direct statement is always logically equivalent to its contrapositive. The converse is always logically equivalent to the inverse. However, the direct and converse are not necessarily equivalent. This distinction is crucial for mathematical proofs. Now it's time to test your understanding with practice problems. For basic proposition identification, determine which are propositions and give truth values where possible. Help me with this problem. 2 plus 2 equals 5, x is greater than 10, and there are infinitely many prime numbers. For translation practice, let P represent I study and Q represent I pass the exam. Translate these statements, I study and pass the exam. If I don't study, I won't pass, and I pass if and only if I study. Take a moment to work through these before we continue. Here are more challenging problems. For truth table construction, create complete truth tables for not P or Q, P and Q implies R, and not P biconditional Q. For logical equivalence, prove using truth tables that not P or Q is equivalent to not P and not Q, and that P implies Q is equivalent to not Q implies not P. These problems will help solidify your understanding of truth table construction and logical equivalences. For advanced practice, try these complex analysis problems. Simplify using logical equivalences, not P and Q or P and not Q, and P implies Q and Q implies P. For real-world applications, consider this software system rule. If the user is logged in and has admin privileges, then they can delete files. Express this logically and determine when file deletion is not allowed. These problems connect the logical tools to practical applications you might encounter in computer science and mathematics. Let's summarize our journey through propositions and logical connectivity. Propositions are declarative statements with truth values, either true or false, never both. They're the foundation of logical reasoning and building blocks for complex logic. Logical connectives include negation for opposite truth value, conjunction where both must be true, disjunction where at least one is true, and implication for if-then relationships. Advanced concepts include biconditional for same truth values, exclusive or for exactly one true, logical equivalences, and conditional statement variations. For problem solving, we use systematic truth table construction, translation between English and symbols, application of logical laws, and real-world logical reasoning. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of propositions and logical connectivity. Remember that logic is the beginning of wisdom, not the end. Continue exploring the fascinating world of mathematical logic at www.easymaths.org. These foundational concepts will serve you well as you advance in mathematics, computer science, philosophy, and any field requiring precise reasoning. Keep practicing, keep questioning, and keep building your logical thinking skills.